Yo, YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Hayden back here for another video. And today we're going to be talking about the Marty Necas negotiation system that's going on right now with the Colorado Avalanche and, of course, Marty Necas' camp. So, heading into this year, Marty Necas so far has made an impact in the very first game versus the Kings and has so far made an impact. Starting off strong with a fresh offseason with the Avalanche, a training camp with them, feeling that more and more than coming in halfway through. And I think this is going to be a huge year for Necas, and it's going to be very important that the Avalanche gets a deal done. And it's important that the Avalanche gets the deal done with him this year in the season, because if you wait till the end of the season to do it, his price tag odds are if he plays like how he did versus the Kings in the opening game, having a couple goals of his own, it's going to be very difficult for the Avalanche to secure him as that other winger next to play with McKinnon and Lehkonen on the first line. And then if you can't get that, you'll probably have to bring up Avalanche, Gabriel Landeskog, one of them up for next season. But that's a problem for next season if that happens. So it's important that the Avalanche gets this deal done because his ability to play with McKinnon, I love Mikko. I still have respect for Mikko because of everything he's done for this Avalanche team. Helped bring the cup back home to Colorado. Hopefully the Avalanche can do it this year with Marty Necas to replace him. But the thing with Mikko, he brought what the Avalanche needed in the physicality. The old school lineup with Rantanen, McKinnon, Gabriel Landeskog was unstoppable. But you bring in a guy with Marty Necas who fits McKinnon a little bit more, you can argue. Don't get me wrong, Rantanen did fit McKinnon. I'm not going to deny that as fans. I'm not going to deny that at all. But you bring in Marty Necas, whose speed is able to be on par with McKinnon, who's able to be with him in breakaways, giving McKinnon a guy where if it's a 2-on-1, he has that option. Instead of a guy skating a little bit farther behind, he's going to have a guy next to him to make these more dynamic plays, make these breakaways even better, even more efficient for the Avalanche. And even on the power play, you have a guy who can skate around fast and break ankles, improving it with McKinnon on that power play as well. You have Landeskog on that power play as well, who's going to be down in front of the net doing what Mikko Rantanen really did with Avalanche. Overall, that power play team is a very good unit. But it's going to be important to re-sign Necas because he's going to be the guy that you rely on, who's going to be down there with McKinnon, who's going to be offensively up there with McKinnon as well. He's a guy who you replace Mikko with. And you do not make that trade if you do not think you can get him and secure him. Because Rantanen is a player you don't trade away unless you get good value, and the Avalanche did get good value. You got back Marty Necas, you get Jack Drury. Jack Drury's helping out on the third and fourth line, and you got Marty Necas to help out on the first line. You do not make that trade unless you know for sure you can secure the big guy who you wanted, and Marty Necas is a younger, faster Mikko Rantanen type player. Is he Mikko Rantanen with the physicality? Heck no. But he's going to be there for McKinnon's rest of his career. When McKinnon starts slowing down, Marty Necas will be in his prime. And that's the thing you need for the Avalanche to help out as well. And this is going to help not only McKinnon, this helps out Makar on the offensive side of the puck. He's going to have another speedy guy who he can deliver to if they're back in their zone and just have him take over and have a breakaway of his own, and you can trust that with Marty Necas. You make this Avalanche offense more dangerous with the speed that helped them win the Stanley Cup in 2022. The speed that defines this team. You have Gabriel Landeskog back, who is your enforcer with Josh Manson. Brock Nelson, Nichushkin, a powerful second line. Not a speedy one, but a powerful second line. You need to keep the speed of the first line together because that speed's going to tire out these top defensemen like Quinn Hughes, like Yoshi, correction. You got to have a fast first line to slow down these top defensive lines. You need that fast line to keep up with teams like Edmonton, like Dallas, like Winnipeg. You need that. And you have the bruisers to enforce when you go against guys like Jamie Benn in Dallas. So it's important you have Marty Necas because he's going to help the Avalanche succeed. And if you don't have him next year, the Avalanche is going to take a huge step back, if we're being honest, where they're going to go from a Stanley Cup contending team to probably a playoff team. That's just a straight fact. The Avalanche, with the lineup they have, with the top 6 lines being as good as ours, the bottom 6 being a good lineup as well, great defensive front as well, the Avalanche are 2-0. And if they win today, they'll be 3-0. They'll be starting off hot. Something they didn't do last season, where they started off slow in the beginning of the year, but then picked up at the end. So it's going to be important for the Colorado Avalanche to re-sign Marty Necas so they can keep their championship window open, because this window is going to close fast the minute you lose them. But let me know down below. Do you think the Avalanche should re-sign Marty Necas? And if you guys haven't, hit that like and sub button. And as always, go Avs, go.